I'm live. I'm still here, just adjusting the light a bit. You want me to hang outside for a few minutes? It's pretty nice out here. There's, it may look like there's humidity in the air. Sure doesn't feel like it, like you touched the car. There's my key. I'm gonna leave my door unlocked, and I got my no jacket on, so I can't go far here. Just feel like chilling outside for a few minutes. I've already been out here. I did a half an hour walk sort of thing. I went up to a little spot right up here where these guys can hang out. Peace, I'm a little bit early. Just, you know, I was enjoying the outside, so I wanted to continue being outside for a little bit. So I decided just to go live here on the outside of my car, the office, my cubicle. And whoever want to kind of tease and make fun or anything like that and say that I hear you're homeless or something like that, well, you hear wrong. How I live is by choice, and there's no sense disputing that. It's my choice how I'm living, so there's nothing to say on it. Just take your silliness and your rumors or whatever, go somewhere else where other people could, you know, to people that care, think. So you can see that evening traffic. I got this ear plugged in, and that's cool for me. I like that. There you go. You can still see me, and I'm going to switch hands here. I didn't put you on the pole or anything. I could have thought about doing that, but like I said, I just kind of jumped at it. Yeah. By the time 7 o'clock comes around, when everybody comes on, I'll probably be shutting down because I'm bored. But this is Halloween, or a few days before. What is it? I don't think it's Halloween night, but no, it isn't. That's actually next week. Turn the wrong way. I'm just out here dancing, whoever's wondering if you're just coming on. I'll give it probably around, at 5 minutes from now, it'll get, I'll start talking and, more about whatever I'm going to talk about. Right now I'm just hanging outside, chilling. If anybody's got a question, then throw up a question. Yippers. It's just nice out. Well, it's probably pretty close to 7 o'clock now, so I'm going to go back in my car. See, I gave myself some notes. Oh yeah, one thing I was going to say is up in the corner there, that's where a true hangout of these beings are. And it's kind of funny because there's a bicycle there right now. You can tell the bicycle has been sitting for quite a while. It's kind of like a mountain bike. I'm here, guys. I'm just turning on lights and doing whatever I'm doing here just to get set up a bit. Because I was out gallivanting, so hold on with this. Hopefully it doesn't bother you in noise. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. There. Hi, everybody. How's it going out there? But there's a beautiful spot right over here that's truly a home, a hangout at minimum, but I think it's a home now. And SCH, how's it going? All great, eh? Good. Leave that light on, I guess. And unless I could turn on this light and position myself a little bit different. One thing I wanted to do is I was going to maybe put this towel back up, because it actually helps on the noise a fair amount. So just bear with me, whoever wants to, while I set up or come back to 10 minutes into this video approximately. Well, which would be around now, so okay. for you to don't have a third hand, just do it like that. I just got a neck adjustment there. And there we go. Throw the extra towel right here, tuck it in behind your neck there a little bit. There you go, sit down on the couch now. There we go, why don't you sit down? It's 10, Pennsylvania. At least it's not Transylvania. So I'm thinking about seeing if I can do it like that. How's that? Ooh. No, seriously, I was gonna maybe try to move the camera over here. Okay, so hang on, I'm doing a change here. Hopefully that was enjoyable. There we go, don't fall. There we go. You're wiggling and jiggling a little bit. Slipping off my sandals. Oops. Shut her down. You can do this one. Don't know if it changes the light at all for you on your end. Because what I see for light and stuff isn't what... You guys still there? Hello? Hello? Pick up the phone. I know noises are drag lots of times, right? Don't be looking in my bedding. There we go. That's not too bad, eh? I think you're a little bit more set up now. So anyways, I got my clipboard. And now I'm going to have to turn on that light. Unless I find my flashlight again. And everything's great. How are you? I'm doing really good. Thanks for asking. I'm doing really good. SCH. I'm just going to... I just wanted to come on. I felt like coming on, doing a video. I've had a couple of conversations in the last couple of days that have made me feel kind of, I think, a little bit inspired and stuff. So I threw up a bunch of videos that I kind of had, and I have even been out getting some videos. And you know, I think I'm coming into my change. I've been wondering what my change is going to be on the channel and stuff, and I think it's coming into just naturally what I'm doing. You know, I'm going to start, it's more like I was kind of thinking about it, how to explain it kind of, and I think it's just I'm going back to my style again. And the reason is it's really hard to get the full message out there that I'm trying to say. Some people get it, some people don't. So if some people get it, that means there's capability for people to get it within whatever I've said. And some people translate stuff back to me where they're getting it very good. Some people have started to incorporate it into their way of doing their Bigfooting and stuff like that, right? So they're learning more and more about it and stuff. So that tells me I've done a really good thing with all that information. There's more to get. But as I come across something that's new, maybe that's when I'll share it with you guys. Whether it's worthy to or not, whether it makes sense to or not, whether it's too compel, you know, because if there's stuff out there that's too crazy that if I ever came across, I haven't come across anything that I've kept from you guys. Like, I'm straight up on showing you good shots of beings that have, the ones that have kind of freaked me out. And if you haven't picked up on those ones, then that's just kind of you. But, so I'm saying that, yeah, so I think I'm kind of just going back into that thing where, you know, I'm going to sometimes do educational, I guess. Sometimes I'm going to do this, sometimes I'm going to do that. So, where I'm just looking and I'm just researching. And what I do is I put that video up for you guys too, so you can do the same thing as me. That's why I put, you know, I got that 53-second one up that I just put up tonight with Lily in there. Hope I don't get in trouble for that. But anyways, it was the truth. I'm sitting there just going through her videos. And on my camera, I can go tap, 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 and it does a really good zoom in or whatever. I love that feature on my camera, and that's why I watch so much of my stuff on my camera, and I don't even blah, blah, because it gives me almost as good as a computer I have. image, I would imagine, right? So anyways, so with that, that's what you guys get to see. And what I'm doing is I'm kind of listening to Lily because she's cool and she's out there doing survival cool things, and she's teaching. She's come out here to Canada and did an awesome little segment on Vancouver Island, and or wherever, one of the islands out there. I don't think it was Vancouver Island, but so she's whatever. So whether I get in trouble or not, I'll have to just take down the video. But I still watch kind of in her background what's going on. Oh, your name is Sherry? Okay. You should put Sherry up, man. Well, you don't have to, but it's up to you. Somebody just chimed through and there's somebody else hanging out. Cool. Yeah, my phone isn't, my connection isn't the best. Is it kind of alright? You know, it's weird. I'm sitting here saying what I'm saying to you guys, and it's almost like you can forget who you're even talking to. So, it's almost like you're just telling yourself a story out loud. Here's where's my flashlight. So yeah, the channel is just kind of what it is. It's doing what it's doing. I'm not on a commitment of anything. I would do more of a commitment, like that one where it's got the right Rottweiler as a title. So if one of my challengers wants to do that, challenge me that way, then maybe I'll listen to any challenge that somebody comes along with. But other than that, you can't go face to face until you feel like at that moment. Like, there's that story of that hunter with his dog, and he makes his dog literally get out of the truck. The dog doesn't want to, and he makes the dog go into the bush, and he ends up with a dead dog ripped in half, where he actually gets to see the creature that does it, the Bigfoot, the Sasquatch that does it. And yeah, that dog was saying, I'm not in the mood, and he couldn't get through to the dog's mood. And that's what I'm saying with us. When we're going to go out there and it's your turn to walk out into the bush and you're going to do a night thing or whatever, really look into your mood and decide if you're in the mood. Because you have to be strong. And the mood is that, okay, this is my powerhouse mood. People think, whatever with, I got butterflies, you get this or whatever. Everybody gets nervous. You listen to all the superstars. All the big-time actors, athletes, all those fighters, all those people, the fighters, the real MMA fighters and stuff, where they're all bloodied and beat the crap out of and stuff, dislocated eyes and whatever kind of stuff that goes on with those guys. And all of them just talk about this butterfly blues. And that's what we all get. So that can't be the one that's scaring you. What the one that will scare you is if you can't take that butterfly blues and kind of just put it in its little box and say, okay, back to my flashlight, and I got all my gear properly, and you're focusing in, I got my coffee, whatever you're doing, which I should have went and got another coffee. But, you guys get me. I hope with that, you have to be there mentally. Don't be fooled that you're doing something that's in such a spiritual level. They will understand your kindness. Not every dog understands you, and some people really think that they really can reflect the type of a human being you are and stuff like that. And it's like, I don't agree with that. Never have really agreed with that. Too many dogs have attacked me. So where am I? I'm back to here. So channel's going cool. How it's doing, and plus I'm trying to take it easier. I'm trying to take it more chill time, more family time. I'm trying to be chill. So that's why the channel, and as for YouTube stuff, I thought I would say something about YouTube. So YouTube stuff, when it comes to the monetization and cash and stuff like that, if anybody was thinking about my in particular channel, I think if I punch in 12 months or the whole life of it, actually, which on this one is from 2014 or something, and not like I got anything else on on the other channel. I have nothing else, and like income wise. Anyways, this one would read up around $300. So, whatever, that's times the work divided by the work I've done. So the amount of hours or something. I don't know what you would want to divide it by. And so the commercial content and stuff, that's really what it's all about. You know, I'm not complaining about having $300 in their YouTube account. In my YouTube account, not at all complaining about it. If it was 600, I'd probably smile a little bit more. If it was 10,000, it wouldn't be in there. I'm sure you get it. And I really, I suspect, not expect, but I suspect that somehow it's going to get out there that Tinman, this dude, this adventure, this whatever, who can try to say, no, I thought of it before him. Like nobody has anything documented. Whether they want to try to start writing it now, they would have to have some kind of a date thing that would help them, you know, get that value of saying they were the first, because there's value there. Like, I appreciate that value a little alone. If nothing else, then I give myself that value of it's good to just, you know, be in a situation where you're appreciated, where you're doing something that, you know, is wholehearted, you feel good about it. And it doesn't have to be just this in particular thing. I haven't done anything that's wholeheartedly, you know, made me feel good for a few years there, I'd say. You know, because of mending and different things like this. So here now, as I'm still mending a bit and stuff like that, I'm getting to go through. And it's kind of what this thing is too, you guys. My original channel here was called My Tinnitus Journal. And that's what I started it for back in 2014. So if you went back there to the very beginning, you would see my very first one where I'm even committing that it's My Tinnitus Journal. And then if you listen to it throughout there, you would end up seeing that it is really what I'm saying it is. I'm not being rude, guys. I might be being rude, but I'm not trying to. I'm just kind of chilling, doing my thing here, and I'll jump in with your guys' conversation here in a bit. So, when the thing about the commercial content I don't like with YouTube is they're not even matching stuff up properly with me. Like, they're matching me up with Mercedes cars and different things like this, and it's like, if you guys ever want me to drive a Mercedes, then why don't you change this tomorrow to 10,000 subs? Put it in that category where, because they got that much power, where they look like, if I was a guy bouncing around and I'm doing all this fun stuff, and guess what, guys, and I got this contest going on for you, the audience, and I'm doing all this kind of stuff, then I would just start going ching, ching, ching on wherever the count would be on the screen. Where would the screen be then? Where would my count be? I'm going to figure that out. So if I'm looking at the camera like this, I think, without trying to read if anybody's trying to help me, let me see, where would it be? I think it would be on this side. I think this is where, like, all the readout and stuff goes on there, right? On this side of the thing. Not too sure. So anyways, I wanted to get back into this before I lose it totally. Yeah, I already said what I was saying. Anyways, another thing that I wanted to say is on Joe Rogan. If anybody watches Joe Rogan at all, tonight he gets on talking about Andrew Usels. And to me, Andrew Usels is a master. I've been watching him for a number of years here now. And I think probably when he first started coming on YouTube, and that was the kind of stuff that used to get sent to me back in the day or whatever, right? Really on my track. But anyway, so I've been watching him. I'm probably up to date on all of the stuff that he does. And to me, he was basically the replacement for Steve. You know, Steve, we all know who Steve Darwin? Yeah. Steve and his Terry Darwin, I think. Anyways, because he's also a master. And he also puts himself out there and stuff like that. And I've learned quite a few different, just because he's out there with his techniques on how he teaches things, man. He's just, yeah, I just wanted to do one of those shout outs that if you're not watching, if you're not at all come across Andrew Usels, just punch that in, and it's a different spelling, but you'll figure it out. If you haven't come across him, go in there and watch. Like, he does this one where he finds a dead octopus. No, octopus. I mean, I'm sure he does stuff with octopus, but anyways, an ostrich in his homeland, Australia. And to make the other birds comfortable with coming in close so we could catch one and then examine it alive with us so we can examine it with him, and then he lets the thing go and stuff like that, right? It's really up close and personal. I think he ends up cutting the thing and wearing is it a costume, or I don't know, he's done a few different things like that. Not necessarily so much the costume, but it's the scent of the feathers still and stuff. But it was like a roadkill one I think he used on there. So how's everybody doing out there in YouTube world? I only got 2 watchers, man. Hey Harrison, so yeah, you were wanting me to come on. How long have you been doing this? Long? I'm just continuing to now. I wonder if you're around. In the woods, and it has Bigfoot tracks. Would I believe, anyways, if ever wanted to check it out. It's under, okay. One word. Check it out, maybe. Okay. Hey, Harrison. You around still? So I've done what I've done. I don't have many people out there. I just wanted to kind of touch base. So I'm going to peace out, make it nice and early, and get out fresh. So thanks for stopping in and watching. I know this is just a boring one, but I just have put up a bunch of stuff that's on educational levels. Try to put up with it. Try to just leave it running in the background so you're hearing the words, so you're hearing what I'm having to say. Stuff will start to relate, and you'll start to be able to figure it out better. And then you'll be able, because it's high smarts to learn about. It's pretty high smarts, guys. So us humans, in regards to this, are going to have to elevate in our intellect. We are going to have to do that. So, like, go higher in our intellect. We're going to have to step into newer bounds of protection and stuff like that. We're going to have to learn how to pass that information on to our kids easier, more natural, so it will even become part of our instinctual process. I mean, that takes a long time with humans, but it's necessary. Cool, man. Thank you very much. And that's Sherry. Thank you, Sherry. I won't remember. Anyway, so Sherry is saying Tinman is cool to listen to and learn from. Really superior researcher. Tinman is. Yeah, Sherry. You're just trying to make me blush. Tinman's out of here. Peace out. Thanks for joining in.